Fortnite is getting an explosive new update. The plans for the Simpsons Hit and Run sequel are revealed, and Ubisoft joins the X Exodus. I am Ash Dixon, and this is Ginx News. Eminem is coming to Fortnite. That's right, Slim Shady himself, aka Rap God, aka Marshall Bruce Mathers III, is getting his own skin and a live in-game show. Or at least that's the rumor, but it's a very strong one because it comes from renowned leaker HypeX, who posted this yesterday. This isn't the first time Eminem has appeared in the game. He randomly took over its in-game icon radio station last year, but it is the first time you actually be able to play as him and, actually see him. It will all be part of the Big Bang event, which marks the end of the Fortnite OG as the game enters a new chapter and season. 3 points for guessing what that memorable reveal will be. But it doesn't stop with Eminem. According to HypeX, it's going to be the biggest event in terms of file size at over 1.5 gigs and will feature Lego, Rhythm Mode, and Racing Mode. Now, Lego themselves posted this not too subtle image yesterday. Who knew that I needed this llama in my life? But the thing that excites me the most, or at least the most I could get excited about Fortnite, is the introduction of Rhythm Mode, where you perform vocals and instruments to earn free rewards. What even is Fortnite anymore? I don't know what's happening. But our boy HypeX has given us more sweet leakage.
You can't say that.
And revealed that it will feature Lady Gaga, Linkin Park, Toto, Imagine Dragons, Alice Cooper, and some Fortnite music packs. It doesn't seem that long ago that Lady Gaga didn't even know what a Fortnite was, but at least it kept Ninja's ego in check. The Big Bang event begins on the 2nd of December, so there'll no doubt be more leakage before more sweet leakage before it all kicks off. For gamers of a certain age, the joys of the Simpsons Hit and Run is something that's burned deep into our memory. I was pretty young when it came out, so it only takes a sprinkling of the soundtrack to start playing before I get that warm, fuzzy, nostalgic feeling. But despite its success and widespread adoration, it's always puzzled me how a sequel was never made. In fact, considering the trend right now of churning out remakes and remasters, it's crazy that Hit and Run has never been on the list. Especially as creators like Rubes have shown us just how magnificent that could be. Well, we've now got some insights on how things went down behind the scenes. In a new interview from MinMax, 6 of the original developers and producers sat down and explained exactly what happened. Apparently, the developers Radical Entertainment and Fox, the owners of The Simpsons, were both excited for more, but it was the game's publisher, Vivendi, was less convinced. Not only that, but the interview revealed some of the ideas the devs had in store for the next game. And it wouldn't just be the streets that you could terrorize this time, with blimps, airships, and planes all being planned. Though I'm asking, where's the monorail? But as hungry as everyone was, and still is, for a sequel or at least a remake, it sadly looks pretty unlikely. Back in 2005, EA picked up the license for The Simpsons and pumped out their own title, which, while some people argue is underappreciated, was never going to stand up to the legend that was Hit and Run. They've since just sat on the license, well, other than a mobile game from a decade ago. Fox has since been bought by Disney, and apparently Activision now owns the original Hit and Run code, so it's all a bit of a mess. And I think that's what sucks. Fans of the game have to grapple with both what could have been and what could be, when ultimately we're having to settle with essentially nothing. I want to know what you think though. Do you want a remaster or perhaps a full remake? Maybe it's time for a completely new game. Let us know in the comments down below. Ubisoft are the latest company to pause advertising on Elon Musk's vanity project, aka Twitter, aka X, joining the likes of Apple, Disney, and Sony. They confirmed the news to PC Gamer and Axios, but didn't elaborate on the reasoning behind its decision, although it doesn't take much to read between the lines. It all comes after a pressure group called Media Matters accused X of allowing anti-Semitic posts next to advertising, so you can kind of understand why Ubisoft and many more advertisers want to steer clear of X at the moment. For Musk's part, he's suing Media Matters for manipulating the data and attempting to destroy the platform, and I mean, he did recently see an anti-Semitic tweet accusing Jews of undermining Western civilization through the support of immigration, and decided to reply to that tweet by saying the actual truth, so hey, maybe Elon Musk is just full of Ex-CEO Linda Yaccarino also unsurprisingly pushed back on the report, claiming that not a single authentic user on X saw IBM's, Comcast's, or Oracle's ads next to the content in Media Matters article. Only 2 users saw Apple's ad next to the content, at least one of which was Media Matters. She then signs off with, "Don't be manipulated, stand with X." And I'm like, bro, I don't care if these advertisers are getting placed next to anti-Semitic content. I care that you're providing a breeding ground for the anti-Semitic content in the first place. Media Matters president Angelo Carusone doesn't seem too bothered by the tweet though, saying that they would win any legal action. He went on to say, far from the free speech advocate he claims to be, Musk is a bully who threatens meritless lawsuits in an attempt to silence reporting that even he confirmed is accurate. I'm sure there'll be more to this story as it develops, so keep checking back with us and let us know how you think it might all play out. I think at some point most gamers go, man, I do like playing games, maybe I should try and make my own. Well, if you're like me, you watch a few tutorials, get intimidated by all the coding, and then decide to focus on something else that provides instant gratification. But despite that, it's still rather cool that the game dev engine, Gamemaker, has become free for non-commercial use. Now, it has been free to use since 2021, but if you wish to export or publish your creations, you had to pay a subscription fee. But the changes mean that not only can hobbyists now share their creations for free, but commercial devs can also pay a one-off $99 fee for a license. From that, you can then sell your game across PC, Mac, Linux, Android, iOS, and web. Now, Gamemaker isn't the biggest engine out there, and it's mostly used for 2D games, but the reason I thought this was worth sharing is because it lets you create full games without writing a single line of code. Instead, its drag and drop system provides a super intuitive visual way of making games. Now, behind the scenes, it does all run on its own coding language, GML, which you're free to program if you want to make full use of the engine, but it's nifty nonetheless. So if you've ever been tempted to give game development a go, now might be the time. Plus, it's nice to see an engine maker actually be community driven and not super greedy. Looking at you, Unity. And that's the show. Thank you for watching. Your time and attention is always appreciated. And do you know what else is appreciated? A like and sub. Bet you didn't see that coming. Check out yesterday's video somewhere around here, and we'll see you tomorrow.